So today we're back on Elsa, the Volvo 740, and it's finally time to sort out the ABS on this car. Now I'm a little bit ashamed to say that it hasn't worked since I bought it, which is over a year and a half ago. When I actually got the car running, it had the ABS light on. Didn't know what the problem was, had bigger fish to fry to get it through the inspection and to get everything sorted. So to be quite honest with you, I took out the bulb and it's been out for the last year and a half. But now it's finally time to get it sorted and to put it right. I know I should have tackled it sooner, but I guess I just got used to it being a non-ABS car, much like the 240. But it's got ABS and it should function. Maybe if it was just me, I would leave it, but we've got a family now, so you know I've got to sort of think a little bit differently. So it'd be good to have the ABS working on this car. So hopefully we can sort it out. So first thing I need to do is put the bulb back in, and yeah, then start doing some tests. So we actually have to test each component individually on this car. There's no form of onboard diagnostics or anything like that with this sort of thing. So we literally have to go around and do all the checks and tests with a multimeter and actually see what's going on. So let's give it a go. Okay, so with the bulb back in, let's see what our fault is, because it's been a while. I'm pretty sure it just stays on all the time, which is actually a good thing, isn't it? But let's give it a go. Yeah. So on these cars, you've got 3 sensors for the ABS. So the front wheels have got their own sensor each. For the back, there's just one sensor, which is in the diff. But it would still be nice also to test to see if the sensor's working. And obviously now we're kind of hitting 2 birds with 1 stone, because that'll be for the speedometer and for the ABS as well. So yeah, let's give it a go. So it's back here. So once we take out this thing here, it's this one here. It might look slightly different on whatever car you've got, or whatever 740 you've got, because they did like to change things across the model years a little bit. That's for the fuel pump stuff. It's Scotch lock still, so we just pretend we didn't see that. Yeah, and some of you are disgusted right now, like, oh, Scotch lock, what a scumbag. Yeah, if we unplug that, so that goes down to the sensor. But let's just check the resistance of the sensor first and see what we get. So let's try this then. We get a resistance of 1.14. That says 1.13. So that's actually within spec. It should be between 600 and 1.6, I think, and we were getting 1.13, weren't we? So that's actually bang on where it should be. I don't know if I need to test it any further to check the voltage when the wheel turns, because the resistance in the sensor is okay, so it's not broken, it's not too high. There is continuity there, and there's a wasp there. So I think that should be fine, shouldn't it? I'm just going to do a resistance reading on both front ones to see what we get there. So I've jacked it up and I've had a look. So the wire goes all the way in through the body there. So I've traced it up here. Traced, sounds kind of fancy, doesn't it? I've looked and I can see it comes out of here. And the insulation is in really poor shape, which is a good thing, because that could say that that's our problem. The wiring, you know, the insulation's gone on the inside and it's all brittle and it's no good. But this is the wire here, and it goes up here, and this is the connection. Looks the same as the one on the rear, doesn't it? So it looks very brittle and old. So I'm going to do the same thing, check the resistance on that one and on the other side. .12. 1.09. Yeah, it was never going to be that easy, was it? So there's no broken wire from the sensor plug all the way down, all the way through the wiring, down to the sensor itself. the sensor itself inside isn't like super high resistance or broken or anything like that. So now, of course, we're on to the wiring on the car side. So from the sensor plug onwards. So this is the ABS pump. Okay, some spiders waiting for me. So it could be an issue with one of these relays. So we've got no corrosion on the pins. No corrosion. There's something we can try here. So I was just reading something up online because I just tapped those relays under the hood, as you saw, still no joy. So I started digging into it a little bit deeper and I had to go into a bit of a rabbit hole, but there's someone here that says, I recently bought my Volvo 200,000 speedometer, odometer, cruise control stopped functioning. Well, that's not my problem at the moment, just the odometer is fine but the speedometer doesn't work, and the ABS, I can't just have ABS, and the ABS dashboard light also went on full time at the same time as the speedometer, odometer went out. Not really our problem because the odometer does work. So the speedometer converter is a relay looking device that's under the left kick panel, under dash, has its own fuse mounted to the top of it. You hadn't recently jump started your car's battery, have you? Done incorrectly. It's very common for this hidden fuse to blow, rendering ABS and speedometer inop. So that's actually the problem that we've got. It's worth a look, isn't it? Let's just keep going. Get this bad boy out of the way. So after a bit of digging around, got this thing here. It's got to be that one, hasn't it? That's really sharp. Anyway, is that blown? It's blown. Fresh one. Let's try it. I almost don't want it to be the thing. Obviously I'll be absolutely over the moon if it is the problem, but at the same time I feel so silly. Anyway, let's try it. Now all the lights are on. Oh, it's gone out. You beauty. No way. No fucking way. It was that all along. Obviously we need to drive the vehicle. We need to get it into motion and make sure the light doesn't come on. But let's try. Nothing from the speedo yet. No, speedo doesn't work. That would have been too much. I didn't think it would. That'll be a problem with the unit itself. We all know it, don't we? Anyone who's got an old red block Volvo. Working speedometer is a luxury. It's a rarity. Oh, I love this car. Feel the power. kicked in, I had a little bit of a skid, but I felt the ABS working. I've got to try it again. I don't like to put the car through it, but you've got to know, haven't you? Oh yeah, definitely works. I can feel the brake pedal pulsating. That's nice, that is. Oh, that's lovely. What a car. 1988. What more do you want? No brakes.